the Iowa State Legislature, which passed SF 2435, banning diversity, equity, and inclusion offices from public universities. In response to that law, the Iowa State University Administration has come out with their plan, how they want to restructure their programs in order to be compliant with this bad law, watering down everything it stands for. Futures of these programs in future years are looking uncertain, so we need people to stand up now.
Our lawmakers need to know that we will not be legislated out of existence, and that passing laws prohibiting the acknowledgement of minority groups will only cause harm. Furthermore, if you think that you are safe from this kind of legislation, if you think that just because you are not queer, if you think that just because you are not a person of color, that it means that this will not affect you, you are wrong. It will always go further. This is the beginning of a very long fight.
This is about building community.
They want to be oppressed so
This
bad.
is about letting people find who they are. My students need that community. And I'm so glad that we will still have that community despite what the legislator is doing to us. We will still make sure to band together in opposition of anything that tries to erase us.
I feel like they just want to be oppressed so bad.
Why do they keep mentioning black people, bro?
Because it's DEI, bro.
Yeah, it's DEI. So it's,
But
you
black
got to
people
put color.
with
You got.
gays-
It's not just black people. It's people of color, all non-whites.
and gay people together.
It's really interesting that they act like this is like an attack on them. Like,
So black people are gay. I think that is the acknowledgement because a lot of people keep saying if you're against
they're
it,
not saying that.
well,
they
other
said-
black
they
people
said
would argue
They
that
said people of color.
other black people
We're
would
oppressed.
argued said because white women have problems. White women are the only people that have problems with men using their bathroom. We have heard people say that.
Yeah, we have.
So-
heard that.
So I don't know
but-
if everybody trying to apply that all black people are gay.
Nah, bro, they're just trying to say we're oppressed like gay people.
Yeah, that's what they're trying to say.
So they're trying to say we're like gay
I,
people.
I think that they're
Oppressed
treating
in the
this
same way.
DEI office being shut down like some sort of like personal attack on these groups. I really don't see it that deep. What purpose does the DEI office serve on campus?
Wait,
Like,
so-
what-
Oh, okay. No, I think, okay, they're shutting down gender studies.
no, they're
That's
shutting
what
down the DEI office and all that.
gender studies, too.
Well, that's DEI.
Oh, that fall under the same umbrella.
I mean, hey,
So
I
like
don't-
they don't
Waste
get to
of
have
time,
clubs
waste
and
of
stuff.
money.
Well, I mean, I guess they just don't get to have specific
have a
clubs
club,
under the
probably.
guise of the DEI department, which has been shut down, which is what they said like at the beginning of the video.
LGBTQ
IA
IA
plus.
plus center.
That is a real alphabet.
What's
Alphabet
what's
gang.
IAs? That's asexual or intersexual.
Yes.
So,
Who knows?
Lesbian, gay,
That's a
bisexual,
center?
trans, queer, intersex, asexual, plus.
I don't. What is?
see, I didn't know they had all that. I thought they just had DEI center. So they got LGBTQ centers.
Yeah, but we saying the headquarters in LA.
I mean, this is Iowa, though. This is crazy.
But
This is,
a lot of those Midwestern states are pretty woke. Like in Kansas, KU, Lawrence,
The
woke
colleges.
as hell.
Yeah, probably the
Lawrence
colleges.
is very woke.
But like the regular blue collar workers that's in that state, they're not going for that probably for sure. It's probably the
Universities,
kids.
Man, universities are they get.
how dumb are these kids, man? Oh, my gosh.
Well, it's really the administration putting these things in in motion.
Well, they just feel
They
like they've
built
been
the
attacked.
building.
They just been in the knee.
They just feel like they've been attacked. You
I
know.
mean, they're not being attacked. Let me send y'all last to Africa. They gonna attack your ass.
They are.
Just because you can't prop up your gayness, now you're being attacked.
Yes.
It's extremely unfortunate to see what the Iowa State Legislature, the Iowa Board of Regents, and the Iowa State Administration are doing. It feels like from the Iowa State Administration, they're throwing queer communities and POC communities under the bus. Unless you stand up for these communities at the very start and you don't give an inch. If you don't do that, then the board
Is this a boy?
and the legislation
Duh,
and
you're
I'm not
the
looking.
administration will continue to roll back a lot of these programs. So it really is a matter of standing firm where we are. When I saw the center, when I saw just how welcoming and inviting it was, that really solidified that this isn't just like a normal university that I'm going to. This is something very special. This is something very unique with 3 decades of history behind it. And it's being taken away so it can be just a generic study lab. There's not going to be
a whole lot of reason or events going on for these communities to really flourish and thrive there.
I've got a question. How did the POC communities, I hate that term, people of color, I absolutely despise that term, but how do they feel about being grouped in with the LGBTQ center? Like,
I'm confused,
I
bro.
don't understand how they feel about that. Like, oh yeah, oh you're oppressed, we're gonna throw you in there with them.
Yeah, that's what's so weird about that because they chose to do that.
That's what I'm
I'm born like this.
facts.
Like, I can't change this.
See, that's their argument, though.
No, we're born
Yeah,
like
they're
that.
saying that they're born.
That's their argument.
That is their argument right there.
Look, if I come out the womb, I came out chocolate.
See, their argument is you have baby A and baby B, and if there's a gay person, like that baby was born gay. I just don't believe that. I think that there are some type of circumstances, influences that lead to that. Maybe it's not like a choice, like they chose to be gay, but something that they saw or experienced, to me, led to that, I think.
Yeah, we've had a lot of arguments on this channel about that. What?
Yeah, no, but this is interesting. You know, they're making it seem like they're not able to still have events on campus. You just don't have a specific
Building
center
for y'all.
Yeah, the specific building that serves the purpose of serving y'all. Because I'm assuming that you guys are probably a small percentage of people on campus, and there's a lot of tuition dollars being averted to supporting this cause, which could be averted to supporting everybody.
Is that not already a study? Are you born gay?
All right, let's not even get into
I
this.
mean,
That's a whole
is it not
different
a
can
study,
of
though?
worms.
It's not proven either way. People
Yeah.
don't really know.
So it's just forever going to be an opinion.
It's not proven either way.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Though, could that not be like? I mean, that's not a bad thing
Because
to do a lab on, I guess.
I don't
Y'all
think
gonna-
it doesn't make sense to me because so someone is born gay, right?
How you know what
They're
sex is?
born DNA wise. So what about people who are into
Pedophiles.
children or animals? You know, what about those? Like,
They're born into it, bro.
So they can't help it either. Is what you are saying. That's the same logic.
That's like a murderer is born a murderer. In my
Well, I mean,
There are things
well,
that
it is
influence it.
Google, but I mean,
What does Google say?
Biological. That they're saying that
They say
people
many
are-
researchers
Google, bro.
say, but it's not. There's no.
People
I'm telling
say-
you, this is a whole different can of worms.
I ain't gonna lie.
Google
His
say you
argument
born-
is
you
the
born-
best. That's the most logical argument.
This is
I
nothing.
don't
We
care what
can't
Google
prove
says.
this.
Yeah, you can't
Yeah.
prove it. I
Like,
mean,
this is
so
too-
should there be research done on it?
There-
I mean, I
no.
How
don't
you gonna
care.
do research on it if
It's
a
a
baby
waste of
can't
time
tell
and
you
money.
what he want to have sex with?
I mean, so what else is these labs for, bro? What else
Like
are
gay
these
marriage
studies
is
for?
legal. What else do you need?
Okay, are these studies for like multiple genders?
Bro, what are you talking about?
Well, they
Gender
have a
studies.
lab.
It's a lab in the school, like a whole center.
Okay, and what are they studying?
No, it's
Gender
not, it's not- they're not
studies.
studying there. It's a lab for them, like just for them to go
Study
and,
what?
and use.
No, bro, they have actual classes for this.
Is that what
Yes.
they meant by lab?
They
Yeah,
have
gender
classes for
studies.
this.
Yeah.
Yes. How many genders are there? Yes.
Let's
That's why I
study
keep saying it.
genders. That's the highest level.
Now-
So when they're saying lab, they're not talking
It's
about
not
just
an LGBT
Because like
office.
listen though, because like we have a computer lab. That's just a room that's like a lab with computers in it. You know what I'm saying? So if it's just a lab, I'm thinking it's just like a space in the school that the LGBT kids is using.
Hey, did she finish?
Almost.
She.
Whatever.
He. You used the right pronoun.
Did he finish?
Yeah, he did. Because you know, there's all type of different labs in the school. Like, the computer lab, the science lab, the English lab,
The
it's
gay
just like,
lab.
Yeah, I'm just,
University of Iowa pushes to
All
close
right.
departments of American Studies, Gender, Women.
Oh, hold on. So you telling me they was paying for research for them to look up
Studies.
all the genders?
You can be a bird, buddy.
So they was in there probably playing with each other, thangalang, wangling, trying to discover. How you supposed to study that? That's a true question.
Oh my gosh.
How you supposed to study that?
y'all taking it. Y'all taking
We need lotion.
Y'all are blowing that shit.
Knee pads and lotion.
Y'all are blowing that so much.
How you
The
supposed
University
to
of
know?
Iowa wants to open a new school of social and cultural analysis. It would replace the Gender, Women's, and Sexuality Studies department and would also get rid of majors in social justice and American studies. Our chief political reporter, Amanda Rooker, joins us now in the studio. Amanda, this proposed plan comes as Republican state lawmakers have ramped up criticism of these types of courses.
They have been, and last spring, state lawmakers passed a law restricting diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts at Iowa's public universities, although that law does have exemptions for academic departments. Now, the University of Iowa says this restructuring would combine programs including African American studies, gender, women's, and sexuality studies, Jewish studies, indigenous studies, and several others into one school to better serve students and faculty. The University of Iowa wants to close its departments of American Studies and Gender, Women's, and Sexuality Studies. Instead, it would combine those departments into a new school, along with other programs like African American, Jewish, Latinx, Native American, and Indigenous Studies. It would also eliminate current majors in American Studies and Social Justice. Changes Republican state lawmaker Taylor Collins is celebrating.
This is the perfect example of the kind of wasteful spending that the legislature is talking about.
Collins is the chair of the new Iowa House Committee on Higher Education.
Our Board of Regents and the University of Iowa know that the Higher Education Committee was going to be looking at this issue. And so this is them trying to put out that fire before it was really started in Des Moines.
In a statement, the University of Iowa said the plan is, quote, part of a multi-year administrative restructure of the College of Liberal Arts and Sciences. According to the college, its American Studies and Social Justice programs have fewer than 60 students combined and, quote, have limited faculty and overlapping curricula.
This academic program not only was not focused on providing for the workforce needs of the state, but it also had less than 60 students. We have an entire department who is focused on peddling an ideological agenda with no benefit to the constituents and taxpayers of the state.
But University of Iowa professor Lena Maria Murillo feels differently.
It's disappointing. It's sad.
She teaches gender studies and social justice courses and says she's seen a spike in student interest.
We've seen our majors grow, and in fact, social justice was one of the fastest growing majors of the units that are being sort of restructured in the new school of social and cultural analysis. So it is, again, disappointing. Because it's clear that the students want these courses.
Murillo also says students who've gone through the programs are contributing to Iowa's workforce and pushes back on some of the criticism.
We have students working in public health, we have students working in education, and then we have students here in the state of Iowa who are doing incredible work. Our intention as scholars, as thinkers, is not to indoctrinate people with any sort of ideology, but to offer them a place for free thought.
Professor Murillo also wanted to make clear she was sharing her own opinion and not speaking on behalf of her colleagues or the college. She also said she is excited about the potential to work with new people and the potential new research opportunities if the proposed plans are approved. The state's Board of Regents will consider the University of Iowa's proposal in February, and if approved, those changes would take effect in July of next year. Ben.
Let's get it done. Well, actually, based on what they're saying, this is actually a good thing because since they're closing the whole department, their tuition is going to come down because their tuition doesn't have to go to funding this department. And then the state taxpayers who pay taxes don't have to pay more income tax that goes to the school to fund this win-win. So it's a win-win. So that's useless spending. And then he also said
brought up the taxes.
He said the classes don't meet the needs of the workforce in the state. So literally, they're doing the students a favor. You're literally going and taking a useless class that's not going to get you a job,
wasting your time.
Like you're literally putting your money in the paper shredder. So like by eliminating this, they save you money. And they save you time from being wasted because you can go get a degree in this shit and get no job. You're not qualified for anything.
They're trying to help you.
Liberal arts and studies.
And then on top of that,
liberal arts is a thing, but not in that way.
They said there's a whole department for this, and there's 60 students in it. Guess how many kids? Guess how many students go to the University of Iowa?
A bunch.
Yes, just give me a number.
A bunch.
Like 20, 30.
33,000. So out of 33,000 students, you can only get 60 of them.
Yeah.
And she talking about, it's growing from 54 to 60? Yeah. Oh no.
Liberal arts and studies. I don't like the way it sounds now.
All schools have a liberal arts college.
I'm not thinking about it. Liberal arts and studies.
Liberal arts. Feel liberated.
If you have a BA, you have a Bachelor of Liberal Arts. That's what BA stands for, Bachelor of Arts.
I don't want no liberal art or nothing.
We're going to change it to conservative arts.
I need a conservative art.
Both of y'all got BA.
Liberal.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't know what you got.
I ain't gonna lie, I did graduate liberal arts in JUCO.
Did you get a BA for real?
In JUCO, I got a liberal arts.
Yeah, I did too.
Hey guys,
what's the 2-year degree called? Oh, you have an associate's. You got an AA.
Hey,
you got AA.
That's a win-win for everybody. Yeah, guys, I hope this happens at every college.
Well, I mean it's literally saving you a lot of money because I was actually seeing. To piggyback off this point, at those schools in New York, like Ivy League schools, they're getting 4-year degrees and this shit, master's degrees. Remember we watched that video on it. We did a reaction on it. I got a degree in affirmative gender studies. I got a master's degree in ethnic studies and history. Like, what the hell are you about to go do with that?
Well, they probably thought they're gonna have courses in the high school and middle schools, and they're gonna be able to teach.
That's literally a waste of money. Like you literally just spent all your thousands of dollars in years of your life to go get a useless piece of paper. Quite literally, a useless piece of paper. This is why people are saying college is a scam, because of courses like this. Because if the point of college is to go get a tool, which is the degree, which is a tool that's supposed to leverage job opportunities, you ain't finna get no job because you got a degree in ethnic gender
That's
studies.
made up shit.
That's what I'm saying. That's a made up shit.
And sorry to say this, but we gotta say it again. Everything is a male and a female. I cannot transition.
Plants.
Cannot transition an alpha male plant into a female plant.
This isn't going to generate revenue in the real world.
It's actually doing you a favor.
There it is, guys.
Waste of time, waste of money, it's over with.